But you can see at the bottom of your screen another very, very significant breaking story. Huge bit of transfer news for you, especially if you're a Chelsea fan, because Chelsea have agreed a £54 million deal with Wolves to sign Pedro Neto, a player who has been linked with the club before. He's understood to be travelling to London right now for his medical. He's also been of interest to Tottenham this summer. But as far as we understand, it's broken up into an initial £51.4 million payment, or 60 million euros, plus 2.6 million in add-ons. So 51.4 up front, 2.6 in add-ons. Put those two together, that makes your 54 million pounds. So the deal was agreed earlier today. Chelsea agreeing to sign the Wolves player Pedro Neto for 54 million pounds. We've been waiting for that sort of big move that really ignites this summer transfer window. Well, I wonder whether that might just be it.
The signing of Pedro Neto is a statement of intent from Chelsea. Chelsea are actually looking to try and improve their attacking setup, and the signing of Pedro Neto is actually a shift from the usual Chelsea signings. This is a player who has Premier League experience and is actually a player who is one of the most talented players in the Premier League. Chelsea concluding this signing is actually showcasing how they intend to play next season. Now, a lot of fans have been worried with Pedro Neto's injury history, and this is because in the 2021 and 2022 season, he was out with injury for most times. But looking at the latter two seasons, his injury record has seemed to be improving, and this is because he actually got a very dangerous injury on his knee, and that actually created some problems for him when he came back. Now, let's look at some stats on Pedro Neto and actually get to see which type of player this is. Now, when you look at this type of player, you can see that his dribbling and his output when it comes to the offensive play is really good. He's more like a creative winger. He's a winger who actually likes to receive the ball and looks to actually try to whip in crosses or whip in looking to try and create. And he's a player who will try to analyze today and look at his strengths and his weaknesses. Though defensively, I've not seen if he is quite great, but playing for a defensive team is something that has actually improved Pedro Neto's game. And before we start this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Now, when you try to look at the tactical aspect of this game, we're going to see where he's actually going to play, which position he's going to occupy, and what will be his role in the team in possession and out of possession. And let's delve into that. Now, because Maresca will be playing with a 4-3-3 system or a 4-2-3-1, Pedro Neto is a player who will play on the wings area, and preferably as a left winger. Now, in this left wing, automatically you know that Raheem Sterling will lose, but Pedro Neto can also play down the right, so he can oscillate between the two wings and actually look to be deadly there. His main aim here is to actually be a dribbler. He's a player who's very good in 1v1 dribbling, and we've seen that even when he has played against Chelsea last season with Wolves doing a double over Chelsea. He's also a player with great pace who can make runs in behind, and therefore he's a player who is most likely going to give Chelsea that offensive threat once he receives the ball in the shoulder of the fullback. And because he's a player who will play in the wing position, he'll be tasked mainly to start out wide and try to link up with the player who will be playing in the left half space. Most likely it will be a player like Dewsbury Hall. His main aim will be to try and take on the fullback sometimes when he receives the ball, or sometimes when he receives the ball in this position, is to draw in a fullback to press him, and once the fullback presses him, he's able to slide in a pass for the player who operates the half space. A player like Dewsbury Hall can actually benefit by looking to receive the ball in those kinds of positions. So that will probably be his main aim in offensive threat. And even when the opponent decide to clog Chelsea's midfield, he'll be a player who will be tasked to be dropping deep so he can receive the ball in this position, use his quick turns and actually beat the fullback, or play quick 1-2s with his other attacking midfielder, receive the ball in space and actually find himself in a position whereby he can run towards the defense, look to create, or look to even try and score a goal. Now, let's look when the team is out of possession. Now, when the team is out of possession, his main aim is also to play to drop deep into the midfield line and play as a wide midfielder down the left. He will be tasked to press the fullback in this position and even sometimes look to win the ball and immediately launch quick counter attacks against the opponent. And when the opposition is actually looking to try and create overloads against the left back, his task is actually to look to cover those wide areas, allowing the left back to look to be much more focused in covering the half space region. So that will be the aim, because that is the role of the Enzo Maresca winger in this position. He will be very deadly for Chelsea in the counter attack. Now let's look at his skills. Now Pedro Neto is a player who's very good at crossing. He's a player who's not shy at actually dribbling and actually attempting powerful shots against the opponent. And this is something that Chelsea will most likely benefit from him. He's also a player who likes to make those crosses in that inner corridor. And him coming in is actually indicating to Chelsea that they are going to get a player who will be able to actually make those Maresca kind of crosses. Also, whipping in crosses to the far post is also something like he likes to do. He's not afraid to dribble past the entire team, as you can see here how he easily maneuvers past Enzo Fernandez and he looks to actually dribble forward. Pedro Neto is a player who likes to make those long crosses that De Bruyne makes, and because he likes to make these crosses that Enzo Maresca actually likes, it is something that is actually going to make Chelsea be much more deadly. And then I've realized something, that he's strong with both foot. He's a player who's strong with both foot, meaning that he can actually attack with both his right and his left foot, and this actually makes him even more dangerous and deadly. He's very fast, and being very fast that is actually a key trait for a winger. Another thing that I've realized with him is that he's physical. His physicality, he's very strong when he receives the ball. He's able to shield the ball effectively. He's able to use his power and his pace to actually go past opponents. And his trickery also allows him to be very good when he tries to get himself in this position. Something that we've not seen with Raheem Sterling, because Raheem Sterling is not quite that strong to shield the ball. Now, Pedro Neto is that player who knows how to shield the ball. And also something that I like about him is his crosses and his through balls. And because of his crosses and his through balls, this also makes him a creative threat for Chelsea. And this might actually look to try and minimize the creative burden that Cole Palmer bears, and actually shift the creative burden to other players and allow Cole Palmer to also not have the pressure to actually create in the final third. And this, according to me, is a very good signing, and I'm going to analyze him in the new Chelsea team that I will make. So the signing of Pedro Neto is actually something that is quite good, and it's something that it's a signing that a lot of Chelsea fans will agree with. He's Premier League proven. He's actually one of the best Premier League wingers, though his injury record has really improved after his knee injury, and he's actually a player who's more likely to actually improve Chelsea from the position they are in and take them to a better position next season. So we look forward in trying to analyze more about Pedro Neto and his position in the Chelsea team. And also I will be trying to do an analysis on the Premier League season that is coming, and actually look at the 5 things that Enzo Maresca needs to do to actually secure himself at Chelsea. And this is a signing that we're really excited on seeing. So if you've seen this video, if you liked this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. And thanks for watching.